guys, welcome back. This is Krishna again. Yesterday we finished our second lecture. Now we're talking about third lecture, right? That why we are using deep learning, right? When I went for the interviewer asked me, Krishna, why we are using machine learning or deep learning? What is the benefit of using machine learning and what is the benefit of using deep learning? So at that moment, I didn't have any answer in my mind. I was completely blank at that moment. So when I came from the interview and searched it on Google, I found it like when we have structured data, we work with machine learning. And the second one is when we have like big data, vice versa, or unstructured data, both, then we use deep learning. Why so? The most important thing in machine learning and deep learning is accuracy. If you're not getting accuracy, then there is no benefit to train such kind of model. Okay, let's go to paint application so I can draw some picture and explain you betterly in that. Let's say this is a man, okay, and this is me, Krishna, and he is my friend. I hired my friend. I want to offer him a job, a watchman job. Okay, this is my house. Let's say this is my house. Okay, and my house is fenced from all the side. Let's say, let me draw it again. And here we have a door. Okay, and I want to hire my friend as a watchman of my house. Okay, I ask my friend. See, my friend name is, let's say, Amit. I'm sorry if anybody is listening whose name is Amit. I'm sorry for that. I just took a name. Okay, so I said, Amit, can you work as a watchman of my house? Amit said to me, okay, that's fine. I can do that. So I gave few instructions to Amit. Like, Amit, if you will see any cat, let's say if you will see any cat or a dog, okay, or any anonymous man, okay, any anonymous man. So in that case, you do not let them into my house. Amit said, okay. And I went to a vacation. Let's say I went Goa, all right, and it was a 10-day holiday, 10 days holiday, okay. I went there and I spent my 10 days over there in Goa. So when I came back home, I found Amit take care of my house very well. And I paid him something. Okay. I don't know how much I paid. So is moral of the story is if my friend, if my friend is like a model, a model. So I trained Amit, I trained Amit to not let in anyone out of these three beings. Okay. Whether it is cat, dog, or any anonymous man. Okay. So he performed his task very well. Coming to our question again, like why do we use machine learning or deep learning? Like when we have to use machine learning and when we have to use deep learning. So its simple answer is when we have when we have structured data. Keep in mind, this is a new term for us, structured data. We have to memorize it. For now, I will tell you in the same video like what is structured data and what is unstructured data for sure. And when do we use deep learning? The second part is like when we have unstructured unstructured data. Okay. So this is these two are most important points to use either machine learning or deep learning. Okay. I would like to tell you one thing. In both case, we use structured data. Means if we have unstructured data, let's say, we first make it structure and then we work. Okay. But for now, I just want to tell you, like whenever people ask you when you use machine learning, you have to simply tell them like when we have structured data. And when we use deep learning, so when we have unstructured data. This is the simple answer you have to give them, right? The second most important point is when to use deep learning when we have huge data. I already talked about it in the last video, I guess. Okay. So please go through the series. Okay. Huge data means it may be 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB, 1000 GB. It's totally depend like what is the data size. Okay. And also about the complications of the data. Okay. It's totally depend on these two factors. First, unstructured data is required, and second, huge data is required to work with deep learning. Okay, that means the first point is when we have structured data, then we can use machine learning. Okay, and the second point is when we have small data size. Now, many people will think who will define which one is bigger data and which one is smaller data. So, as a researcher, as a AI researcher, as a data scientist, as a machine learning engineer, you have to define itself. Okay, you have to define on your own, like in which segment you are getting better accuracy, either in machine learning or in deep learning. You have to decide on your own. Okay. Now, I would like to tell you like what deep learning is good for. So deep learning is good for few things. Let me change the window and I will mention this topic. Hope this topic are clear to you. When do we use machine learning? When we have structured data and small size data, these 2 points. Okay. Deep learning, when we use deep learning, when we have unstructured data and huge, huge data size. Okay. So let's move to the new window. Our second question is, what kind of work we can do with deep learning? What kind of work we can do with deep learning? Okay. So when we have huge amount of data, huge amount of data. Second, problem with long list of rule. What does this mean? Huge amount of data we understand, like when the data size is like 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB kind of thing, or 1000 GB. Then we have to use deep learning. But what is this? Problem with long list of rule. Okay, let's take one example. So suppose you want to add two numbers. A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 20. If I will ask you, the summation, I need summation of these two values. You will say, sir, it is 30, or Krishna, it is 30, right? You will say, Krishna, it is 30. I will say, okay, that's fine. So what is this? This is a rule. Rule of what? Addition. Rule of what? Addition. So this is one rule. Okay. Now think about it. If a person will tell you this result, multiply with 2. Now tell me what should be the result. So result value, if we will evaluate right now, we will get 30 because the result is equal to 30. So 30 into 2 will give us 60. So what is this operation now? This is another rule, right? This is called multiplication. Okay. This is second rule. Again, if somebody will ask us, Krishna, okay, let's say this 60 is like a multiplication value. So multi is equal to 60, I said. Okay. This is the variable where I stored this 60 value. Okay. So if anybody will ask me, Krishna, tell me, what if I will divide this value by 2? So I will say, okay, we can do this. How? So let's say I'm assigning one more variable here, and I'm putting there 60 divided by 2, and again I'll get 30. So what it is, this is third rule. Okay. Now think about it. We have to complete a task, and we have to go through or code more than 1000 rules. Is it feasible? I will simply say no, it is not feasible. So what do? We will move toward AI. Now, AI? Of course, AI, because yesterday I told you AI is this, and AI is the superset of machine learning. So this is machine learning, and machine learning is the superset of deep learning. So of course, AI. It's the most famous term today, right? Everybody is talking about AI. They always talk about let's integrate a chatbot in our website. So what is that? Simply a AI. We all know that all that chatbot, face detection kind of thing, built by ML or DL, but they all come under this section AI, right? So definitely people will say we can do this using AI or machine learning or deep learning. So when I will say in this tutorial, throughout this tutorial, ML or DL or AI, don't get confused. These three are same, okay? Keep in mind. So now, if there are more than 1000 rule, we will simply go for automation kind of task, and there AI, ML, DL, these things work very well. Okay. So again, coming to this topic, second point, problem with long list of rule. Now hope you understand about this term rule, long list of rule. When we have huge amount of or huge number of rule in to achieve any task, we always start thinking about machine learning. Okay. Machine learning, deep learning, or AI. Okay. So hope this is clear. Let's change this picture again. Okay. So the third point is discovering insights from large collection of data. What does that mean? Let's talk about it. In today's world, everybody start investing. Everybody start investing in cryptocurrency, share market, bonds, right? A lot of things, mutual fund, you can say. So what is there means, once a broker call you on the phone, I don't know whether my drawing is good or not, but yeah, this is the phone. If a broker call you, okay, let's say the broker name is A and this is B. Broker A called to B and he asked him to invest some money. So B will get better profit. But why this person is very much sure and contacting him? Just because of data. Because this person analyze a huge amount of data, and once he analyzed that data, he assured, like in future, that particular share, let's say it's Tata Motors, okay, Tata Motors share, okay. So this particular person analyzed the whole data from the start till date. He analyzed Tata Motors data and he contacted person B and asked him to invest some money in that. So he will get better result. Because when this person visits that data, he also visited a graph. And that graph was saying, as time is passing, the share prices goes up. And on the basis of this and few other factors, he convinced that particular man, B. And B also excited, become greedy to earn more and more. So on the basis of this graph, be convinced to invest in Tata Motors. And this man gave him some money. So what is this? This whole example I give you to explain this term. Discovery insights from large collection of data. Now every day, in each and every stock, each and every share, like Tata Motor is a share listed on Indian exchange, right? So here many people come buy and sell a lot of stocks every day. So that's the data. That's that's actually they are generating a lot of data along with buying selling, right? So that data analyzed by a person A, and he assured after analyzing the data like this share prices will go up in future, and he suggested B and B start investing in Tata Motors. This is the whole scenario happened here. So this is all because discovery insight from large collection of data, because there was machine learning, deep learning, right? So because of this, we are able to predict any kind of futuristic thing, like what will goes up, what will goes down, what can happen, what cannot happen, even weather, like today it will rain or today it will not rain. We become confirmed most of the time, like 70%, 80% on some probability, right? Because of data. Okay. So when these three factor come in front of you, you simply understand deep learning is the better choice in that case. So deep learning is a better choice for these three kind of stuff. Okay. Now let me change the window once again, because I want to talk like where deep learning is not a good choice. So second question is, what deep learning is not good for? So the very first topic we can say, when traditional approach is a better option. Better option. What does that mean? Again, I want to take the same example. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20. I want to add these two values, A plus B, and it will be 30. Here, I want to do the addition operation, right? So using this addition operation within one line, I'm getting the answer. So why will I train a model for this? Why will I train? Why will I train a model for this? You said, why will I train a model for this? We will not train a model. This is a wrong choice. Means if you want to achieve this task using deep learning. So one more thing. When we heard on news or some podcast, like today it will rain in Noida. So it may or may not happen. These two scenario can be happen. A data scientist or a machine learning never say it will happen. They say, I am 70% sure that this event will happen. Maybe it will rain today. I am sure if you'll ask me as a data scientist, I analyze the data. I am sure like 70%, I'm sure today it will rain. But rest 30%, I'm not sure. So what it is? It's all about probability. So think about it. You are adding two values. Okay. Let's say I'm adding A is equal to 11 and B is equal to 22. Will I say A plus B is equal to sometime 32? I'm 70% sure it is 32. No, I cannot say this. I have to be very much precise on this because I'm not using deep learning here. Here is simple. Here we have simple rule like plus operation we have to do, right? So I will say A plus B will be 33 in any case. It is not changeable. But if you will start doing the same operation using machine learning, no, you will get 32, not 33. It will say I'm 70% sure 32 will be the answer, but 30% I'm not sure. So this is not a kind of hit and trial over here, right? It is not acceptable in mathematics. If you'll start doing hit and trial in mathematics, everybody will get a distinction in mathematics, right? Because everybody will say, yeah, it will be 32.5. The pi value may be 3.4146, 1416, or it may be 3.1518. No, this is not acceptable. This is acceptable. So in mathematics, we cannot deal with probability. Okay. Especially in those cases where we have the actual output. Like if we will add two values, we will get a exact value, not a floating value over there. Okay. So when traditional approach is a better option, we will not go for machine learning or deep learning. Okay. This statement is talking about. Okay. Now, second, when you don't have use data. Suppose you want to predict weather, okay, and you don't have data. You cannot do it using machine learning because there we required huge amount of data. Okay, so if you don't have data, you cannot perform any kind of operation on this using machine learning. Machine learning demands for data. Okay, so data is required. Now, these 2 points, like when deep learning is not good for what deep learning is not good for, when traditional approach is a better option. Second, when you don't have huge data, okay, then deep learning, machine learning is not a good option. Okay, now I want to show you two things: structured data and unstructured data. Okay, so I'm just changing this window because I want to show you. So I created a folder. So in deep learning, I kept this data tips data set. Here we have few columns: total bill, tip, gender, smoker, day, time, size. All right. So these are structured data. See, it's in the tabular form, right? Now I want to show you unstructured data also. So we have a huge amount of unstructured data. Let's see. So this is the image folder of a cat and a dog. Okay. See, I would show you 1 second. So this is the image of cat. Now this is all about pixel. I don't know how many pixels are there, but its pixel size is 500 cross 374. If you will go to the second image, its pixel size is 300 cross 280. So pixel will be vary. It cannot come in a tabular form. You have to do some pre-processing on this. You have to use OpenCV to resize. You have to resize all images in same dimension. So you can convert it into a table, and you can label this image as whether it is a cat or a dog. So this is right now unstructured data. So for this, the best option you have to go with, deep learning to train the model, right? So deep learning is very much important. And this data is also very huge. I don't know how many images are there. Let me check. There's a huge amount of data. See, the counting is still going on. 670, 800, 900, and still counting. Think about it. So many data it is. Okay. You cannot run a machine learning model to get the better accuracy. You have to go for deep learning, CNN. CNN is a segment in deep learning using which we train a model and we get better result. Okay. So this is all about machine learning and deep learning. Why use deep learning? Right. This is the answer of your question. So next time we will talk about what is neural network. Okay. And we soon start coding. Okay. Because we are in machine learning or deep learning. Okay. We are learning machine learning and deep learning. Here in the interview part also, people do a lot of discussion. On the basis of better discussion, you get hired. See, on the basis of discussion, people come to know like how much technical you are in machine learning or deep learning. So that's why theoretical knowledge in this segment is very much important, along with visualization. Okay, yesterday I talked about the visualization. So please go through the last video and you will come across what is visualization. So in this segment, we learn about why use deep learning to train our model. What was the scenario? Hope you guys like this video. Comment on this, subscribe it, share with your friends, families. If you find this resource useful, please give me a thumbs up also. And thank you guys. Thank you to join me again. Thank you.